The Prince Albert Sports Hall of Fame is proud to recognize Roger Mayert for meritorious service. If you have been to any Prince Albert Raiders games in the last 40 plus years, you've likely run into Roger Mayert. Not only has Roger been a season ticket holder since 1971, but he has also volunteered for the club in numerous capacities over the years.
Well, Roger Mayert is the volunteer extraordinaire in our city.
When the Raiders come here, I started volunteering with them from day one, and I've been with them ever since.
As long as I've known him, which is probably 20 years, anything to do with the Raiders, Roger was involved. He tells stories about the ticketing, doing the ticketing and some type of board in the back.
Tickets at that time were just tickets, and we had to put them in bins and file them and before the games and all that. So it was quite a chore.
Well, what's interesting is when I came back here as general manager, everything is different, yet so many things were the same. And I remembered Roger. Of course, when you're 18 and 19, you don't remember much, but and it was, oh, Roger, you're still here. And hey, you're still helping us out, and we appreciate that support.
Memorial Cup was on the board then, and we as a board at that time, we used to help out all the time, like I'd help out in the bar or wherever.
His many volunteer duties included running the ticket booth back in the 80s to helping with the scout room in 2024. Roger also spent 19 years as a member of the Raiders board of directors and was heavily involved in the Bring Back the Magic campaign in the early 2000s. The campaign helped raise money for the Art Hauser Center to bring it up to the Western Hockey League standards.
It's always a guy with a smile on his face, obviously incredible passion for our team. His family's involved. He's running our scout room.
When you get one, you get three, and you get three because of Roger and Anne. And Darcy had no other choice but to become one of the trio.
The city of Prince Albert is well known across Canada and now around the world as a top-notch host for a wide variety of sporting events. One of the reasons for the success of these events is because of the volunteers, especially ones like Roger Mayert, who tirelessly dedicates his time to anyone who comes calling.
I worked a lot of ball, and then I worked on, with Special Olympics, I worked on those, and curling. I did a lot of curling. I've been a volunteer with them, and I've been, a host more or less with them.
And then whenever I need something, I just is phone call away, and they're filling a time slot for me. World Baseball, who needs support? I had spots for volunteers, one phone call, that slot is filled. So Roger Mayert is the king of volunteers.
Roger has been a volunteer for over 40 years with the Prince Albert exhibition. And I can't tell you how pleased the board and the staff are to see and have Roger with us. He has been such a dependable, reliable person to be with us, to help us through all our major events.
Prince Albert Exhibition Board, I've been on there probably, I think it's probably 30 years plus. I guess our biggest involvement there is the exhibition week, and that week there I put a tremendous amount of hours in, and people tell me to go home, and I say, yeah, I go home, but I don't go home for very long. I'm there lots, and volunteering.
What I think drives Roger to volunteer as much as he does is deeper than just wanting to do good for the community. It's who he is at the core. He's the kind of person who sees a need and doesn't wait around for someone else to fill it. Roger is full of empathy, plain and simple. The kind that doesn't go away after just one volunteer shift. The kind that keeps showing up.
Well, we have over 100 volunteers ourselves. For us it's special because Roger is one of ours, and we see this award for him as a community member, as someone who cares about the youth in our community, the support in our community.
Recognizing people like Roger who volunteer is important because it validates the time, the effort, the heart they pour into helping others.
Well, I just love sports, and that's the number thing. You know, I just like volunteering and helping people out. You know, because I knew that they needed help and they were looking for volunteers, so I just helped out.
The Prince Albert Sports Hall of Fame is proud to welcome Roger Mayert for meritorious service.